Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for choosing this channel, and I want to appreciate you so much for your great support. Now, the pain in which our parents are now passing through is very sad, and it has now forced them to come out and condemn the action which is now being done by Ruto's goon who are shooting peaceful demonstrators. I will call them goons because someone who is sober in brain, someone who is reasoning, cannot have such kind of a behavior. And if it is so, then I'm sorry that our country is now headed into a wrong direction. There's a mother crying after she had visited the mortuary to check for the son. And let's take a look and listen to this clip. That is whatever have happened. You listen to that mother. She's crying bitterly. And it is very sad that she can't do anything but to understand the situation she's passing through. Believe me or not, if we carry on this way, then our country is not going to be good. Why? Is it because our leaders have failed to listen to Kenyans? And everyone is a puppet to each other. Ruto is a puppet to the West. MPs are puppet to President Ruto. So they are being used as a stepping stone to fulfill whatever they want. So for how long will we wait for our country democracy? Yesterday, I analyzed and said that let our leaders change their character. And let us understand that whatever we are doing in this world, we must be accountable for. And we must be subjected for. Whether they are positive or negative. It is very sad. The curse coming from women is very dangerous rather than curse from men. The curse coming from old grandmothers is very dangerous from the curse coming from young generation. But because they are not shedding tears, and Uhuru Kenyatta had won majority of Kenyans, let us now forget all about Uhuru Kenyatta's warning. But we call a spade. What should be done in order for our country not to have such kind of a video I've just displayed again in this country, Kenya? Number one, we must be subjected to one another. And our leaders must now have a compassionate heart to understand that Kenyans expressing their feeling outside there, they are not criminals. They are not goons, as the goons who have been sent by the government. They are just innocent Kenyans being shot for nothing, but just experiencing their life, their feelings, as well illustrated in Kenya's constitution. And again, I want to thank to those police officers I was just watching the clip, who unfortunately abruptly happened to arrest one of the Kenyans who are demonstrating. And this Kenyan brave man stood in front of them and said that hata nyinyi tunawapigania, hii ni haki yetu. How painful is that? How painful is that? Hata nyinyi tunawapigania, hii ni haki yetu. Hii ni haki yetu sisi sote. Then it forced those police officers, by the way, they were very wise, not even to touch this man and allow them to go. If we could have such kind of police officers, then our country could have been on a better situation. But because Kimani Chungwa and William Ruto, together with Ndini Nyoro, those who are supporting the finance bill, with this man from Molo, they have their own goons. They must send those goons to shoot Kenyans. And I'm not afraid to say that. Millions of Kenyans are no longer having interest on William Ruto's administration. You saw even they were escaping, running helter-skelter. Even a man from Kapsaret, Oscar Sudi, was escaping when things were turning worst to him, his life. Farouk Kibet house was raided, not because that these people were thieves, but they were searching them because of their anger. A country where voters have turned against you, they are angry and annoyed because of your action, is a country which is now heading into treason form. That is why yesterday I said our country is on a treason. So if leaders will not come and listen to the people, then it is going to be wrong to call yourself as the president. Very much grateful, thanking Uhuru Kenyatta for chipping in, the ex-president, and condemning the action which is being done by the current government. And again, he have urged President Ruto's administration to listen to the people. I also urge Ruto as my political colleague, because we are all politicians. You must listen to the people. You must understand these people. It is not now, but right. It is not waiting time, but it's now for you to understand them. If you don't, a time will come. You will need them. Whether you will tell Kindiki to shut down all the roads, whether you will tell Kindiki to shut down Owalu, to shut down all internet communication and call state of emergency, Kenyans won't care. Kenyans won't care. Because after all, there's nothing we lose. People normally die. We die in different circumstances. If mine comes, it would have been planned by God. That is what I can tell you, the son of Sugoi. That you must now work on how you leave a better legacy in this world. Ni nini mnatafutia Wakenya zaidi? Rather than you have never even fulfilled the promises which you made. You talk too much. You don't have even time to listen to Kenyans, which is wrong as a leader. This is very painful and very sad. Can we just try to put ourselves on the same shoe? How Kenyans are experiencing this situation. That is a mother shedding tears because she has lost the son, 20 years old. Lakini wewe Mungu amekupea uhai. Umefika 60 years. Watoto wako wamefika 80 to 35 years because of God's grace. Sasa unafikiria umefika. Unaongea fellow Kenyans. Unaongea this and that, this and that. You must learn on how you subject yourself to the people. This makes me to recall leadership of the late John Pombe Magufuli. May his soul rest in peace. Who was a great leader in Africa. And he ruled well the people of Tanzania. I don't know what brought death in this world. But it is unfortunately our sinners, our characters, is what made us to be annoyed in God's sight. Ruto have been surrounded by several pastors, bishops, but these bishops are hypocrites. They don't understand what we call creating peace in the society we are. Their work is to be cornered and being given money in state house, securities. Then when it reaches Sunday, they pretend to be holier than thou. And they even worship the same God, which Kenyans are also worshipping. But they are afraid of the current situation. We are the ones who are now telling you the truth, telling even the president the truth. People like Olesapit, conmanship. We have several of them. Why don't you change, you church leaders, and tell the president the truth? The truth is that, whether you like it or not, whether you will come and search me, whether you will do what, I'm not afraid. The truth is that Kenyans are not having interest in Ruto's administration. Tell him the truth. He has been rejected in various parts of the country because of his mannerless behavior as a leader. So he must change. Whether you will sit on that seat 100 years, you will leave it. But you should not send goons to shoot and kill the innocent soul outside there because they are defending their finance bill, which you made the MPs to pass it because they are puppet to you. Learn from your mistake.